Hey everyone, and welcome back. So, we're here this morning to watch the Pokemon Presents live. Now, don't worry, I know this is not the Pokemon Presents. I put this DJ Pikachu music on because as we wait, the normal presentation is pretty bland. We've just got a screen, nothing happening. So, but we've got both open here and we'll switch over as soon as possible. By the way, ads are deactivated, so anyone worried about getting an ad by watching it here, you do not have to worry. Ads have been completely deactivated. Well, they've been manually. I can only activate them manually, so you guys do not have to worry. You will not miss out on anything due to an ad or anything like that. And since we have YouTube Premium, well, it ain't gonna happen either while we're watching from the other side. So, how's everyone doing this morning? I'm not gonna lie, guys, I need my coffee this morning. It is, we were streaming Donkey Kong like 7 hours ago. I would have liked that stream to be longer, but I knew I wanted to be up this morning to see, just in case we get some kind of like crazy announcement this morning. So, I sort of had to sacrifice last night's stream to be able to be here and be, up to par, let's say. Up to par would be the best word. Now, Topaz is here as well. She's getting Tail Whip ready. She's getting Tail Whip ready for the presentation. Sorry about that, if you heard that with the microphone. Trying to find a spot where I can put my coffee down easily, because I normally have my spot, but guess who's in the spot where the coffee normally goes? Topaz. Topaz has decided to take my coffee spot this morning. So when she moves, I'll be able to take the spot. Till then, you guys are stuck. Just wait. We're stuck waiting for her to decide to move. Tuned in to pass the news on to my son who is asleep, but I'm on my third cup of coffee, so here I am. Yeah, man, you're sort of like in the same boat as me this morning, Rob, man. After this, it's gonna be like prime energy drink, trying to get started, and I'm working late tonight, like my normal job. So on top of it, like after I hopefully get a regular video done for the channel, I'm gonna have to start my actual job, like my actual 9-to-5 job for like 8 hours after that. So it's gonna be a long freaking day today, but it's gonna be worth it. Now, I am hoping to get like some kind of surprise announcement. Like I really, yes, obviously we're gonna hear about Pokemon ZA, but I'm really hoping we get some kind of like surprise announcement here. I'd really like a confirmation on a remake for one of the earlier games, probably Black White, something like that. Because honestly, we haven't had a remake in a little while. Now, the last one sort of crashed and burned a bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It happens. It happens. And obviously, everyone is like, hey, are we finally gonna get like the classic Pokemon games on Nintendo Online? That would be like the dream this morning. But as we say every time we watch one of these Pokemon Directs, it's like that's always the dream, and so far the dream has never happened, which is why it's the dream. So do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not, once again, but the dream's always there. The day you stop dreaming is the day, you can't have hope for better things to come. So guys, hey, hit that like button if you're here. Help support the stream. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Don't worry, as soon as it gets started, it's premiering at 8:59. We're going to be switching over to the Pokemon Presents. Like, this music is it's a little too hype for this morning. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to get into the vibes of this, of like the Pokemon house music type mix, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's sort of, I'm in between. Yo, everyone, early this morning, Tuesday morning. Honestly, for a second there, I forgot that what day it was. Me too. When I got up, I'm like, I knew it was a Pokemon Presents because I set my alarm specifically so that I could get things ready for the Pokemon Presents. So I knew it was a Pokemon Presents, but I could swear it was Monday. I really felt like yesterday was a weekend and I got up and it's a Monday. And then I'm like, damn, it's actually Tuesday, which is better. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. I'm a Garfield type of person. I freaking hate Mondays, like Monday mornings. By Monday evening, I've eased into it and it's okay. But I freaking hate Monday mornings. And just it being a Tuesday was already a win in my book. Don't forget, we're going to get a few minutes dedicated to mobile gaming. Yeah, definitely. Well, they're going to talk about the Pokemon, the trading card app for sure. We're most likely going to get some kind of like announcement for I'm guessing even we're going to get a new mobile announcement. Because didn't they end the Battle Arena game? I'm pretty sure they ended the Battle Arena game, meaning that they're gonna want to replace it. But I'll be honest, the TCG game is probably running a shit ton of money for them, so they might not have to. But I still feel like they're gonna want a different type of product out there, and obviously, you've got Pokemon Go that is like still around. I can't even believe that app is still around. Nothing against it. It's actually a super cool app. I'm just surprised by the longevity it had. Because I was sure it was one of those like COVID type things where after COVID, it was going to like die really quickly. And although it definitely doesn't have the hype it used to have, it is definitely... Now, let's make sure that... Yeah, no, I have the right link, right? I just want to make sure we have the right link, but it's the exact same one, right? Yeah. Okay. I have the right link for the full one. Does anyone play Pokemon Go? Add me. Cristobal wants some new friends on Pokemon Go, guys. He's put his information in the chat. Check it out, and thank you once again for 44 months of support, man. Awesome. You guys, really, we've had almost a 4-year relationship, dude. Crazy. I didn't know Pikachu was a fire type. Yeah, man, I didn't know either, man. For some reason, I sort of thought he was electric, but I guess we're all wrong here. It's Pokemon Unite. That's the one I was looking at. I thought it was discontinued. I thought they weren't updating it anymore. Am I wrong on that, Eggmeister? Hadn't they announced that like Pokemon Unite was gonna get like final updates and then it was sort of done? But I could be wrong because honestly I haven't followed Unite. I tried playing it, but I got too frustrated, like being stuck with people that don't know how to play MOBAs. Like, it was like one of the most frustrating like, okay, let's be honest, when you're playing a MOBA, most people don't actually know how to play the MOBA they're playing, but Pokemon Unite was particularly bad at that. Oh, well, that's good, man. Then I'm wrong. Then I'm totally wrong. I thought I had heard that like they had done like a final update or something, or they had announced like that it was going to be a final update or something. But look, that's my old man brain maybe playing tricks on me. Maybe that's my old man brain playing tricks on me. Very possible. But yeah, so I really, like I said, I really hope they could wow everyone. And honestly, I think if you want to get even more crazy hype going, they should, like, I'm not asking for all the retro Pokemon games, but they should definitely relaunch Gen 1. And honestly, it's not going to hurt sales for any Pokemon products whatsoever. It's actually maybe even going to hype it. Because, like, no one, like, Nintendo's not making any money from sales of traditional Pokemon games. You know what? I would even settle for a purchasable collection on the eShop. Gen 1 Pokemon. You know what I mean? You call it Gen 1 Pokemon or like, you know, Pokemon Retro 1, whatever you want to call it. I'd even pay for the first 3 original Pokemon games to be playable on the Switch easily. I still have my Pokemon Red here, man. I still have my cartridge here. I can pop it into my Retron SQ, play it on HDMI and all that crap. But why can't I just do it portably on my Switch? You know what I mean? That's what. And yes, I could bring a Game Boy, but it's like, you know what I mean? When you're going on a trip or something, you don't want to have like 5 consoles with you. You know what I mean? That is really the issue here. It's not that it's not doable. Like, I have plenty of retro Game Boys. They're all modded at the back, so I can play them on like great screens for a portable console. Like, pretty much all of them have IPS screens or whatnot. But I still would have to have 2 systems. I have to have my Switch for Switch games, and I would have to have this for like Game Boy games, which to me would just sucks as an experience. While if it was playable on the Switch, I could just have everything in one place. And I'm still going to be keeping my original cart, because that is the actual cart I had as a kid. Like, this isn't the one that I rebought. This is like the cart that, like, what Pokemon was 96, like that, like 13-year-old, 14-year-old Rick was playing Pokemon on back in the day. We might get the Fire Red and Leaf Green GBA games Nintendo online services. You could. I just find it would be really weird to start with the Fire Red and Leaf Green. I really think they should start with like the original Game Boy ones. You know what they could do? They could launch both at once. They could launch for free Red, Blue, and Green, and then for people that are paying for the expansion pack, you have, like, for basic service you get Blue, Red, Green, and then for the expansion pack you get Leaf Green, Fire Red, and Emerald. And that way you're like, not Emerald, just Fire Red and Leaf Green, because Emerald's the other generation. I don't know why in my mind I'm like, Emerald's part of the same generation, but it's not. It's a GBA game, but it goes with Ruby and Sapphire. But basically, so that way you're like catering to both audiences. The audience that has normal Switch Online get a little sweetener, and they get the original games, and then the remakes that, let's be honest, are maybe better ways to play those original games. Okay, I know it's gonna be controversial for some people, but if you're honest with yourself, the remakes are a better overall experience for the same storyline as the original games, in my opinion. But obviously they don't have the absolute nostalgia of the first ones. Okay, let's be both things can be true here. Both things can be true. So since they don't have the absolute nostalgia of the first ones, you still have both, and people who are paying for the expansion pack can play both versions. That would actually be a really cool way to do it, where you launch the Gen 1s and the Gen 1 remakes at the same time, and they could set that up for, like, you know, the following games too. But like I said, I'd be even ready to pay for a purchasable pack. Like, but it's Nintendo, it's going to be expensive. Like, there's no way they're launching that at like $30. If they launch like a Gen 1 remake pack, you know, well, not remake pack, but like Gen 1 game pack, you know it's going to be $60. It's going to maybe have all 3 games, but it's going to be $60. That's the sucky part of it all. You have to know that you have to be ready for that. And I don't know, I need some hype for ZA. I'm going to be totally honest, personally, I'm not super hyped for ZA because I've been disappointed by the past, like, I would say 2 Pokemon games. Legends Arceus was actually a nice refresher, but I'm worried that they're not gonna like push new ideas enough. As much as regular Nintendo, like just take Donkey Kong Bonanza, is crazy at pushing new ideas, the Pokemon Company is insanely safe with their game making, and that annoys me because like you could take a way bigger swing and a way bigger chance with the franchise than they do. But I know they don't want to alienate like the younger players and the traditional players and stuff like that. But I still need something to hype me up for these. Mega forms for the starter Pokemon. Didn't they already do that? Oh no, they announced mega forms in general, but we didn't see the starters. You're right. By the way, guys, once again, just a quick reminder, hit that like button. Don't forget to help support the stream. We're going to be getting started here very, 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 very soon. Like 52 seconds. So we're actually going to close down this Pokemon stuff, and we'll be set up here. I'm going to put it a little louder so that you guys, you know, they like talking a lot generally in the Pokemon Directs or Presents. So let's make sure that it is 100% audible. If there's a sound problem, let me know. Like if I'm being drowned out or if you guys can't make out what they're hearing, please let me know. I'll adjust it. Like, takes a second. Hi, Mini Super Teeny. How you doing? Rodrigo, Cristobal. We've got a few people here. And hopefully we're gonna have some fun today. Like I said, I'm just want one really nice surprise announcement. That is not a mobile game. Let's get settled in here. Pikachu's getting ready. Here we go.
Hi, Pokemon trainers. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International. Today, I'm excited to share details.
It drives me nuts every time this guy's here because his name is Chris Brown.
Coming to Anaheim, California.
And I know like a bunch of people are called Chris Brown, but it's still disturbing every time I hear it.
Thousands of trainers from around the world who will battle across the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video games, the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon
How's the
Go,
sound, by the way? Can you guys hear him properly?
These elite trainers will receive a celebratory promo card for competing in the Pokemon World Championships.
I'm going to maybe pump them up just a bit.
This year's special artwork for Paradise Resort.
I pumped them up just a tiny touch, just in case.
In 2025, we will host Championship Sunday in an arena for the very first time.
I wanted to get back into the TCG, man. I had a lot of trouble because the card availability is just so frustrating. Like, I like opening packs, and when you have to, like, fight with people to actually buy packs and open them, it sort of kills the hype for me.
Celebrate together and enjoy tons of new activities. Each attendee will also receive a special digital code to obtain.
Also, when you're paying like quadruple price for the packs, also kills the hype.
During the weekend, fans at home can tune in to the action via our live stream broadcasts available in multiple languages. Some of these streams have special giveaways planned, so we hope you'll join us in cheering our competitors as they strive to
They're doing
achieve
giveaways
the
on the
title
streams.
of
That's
World
pretty
Champion.
fun. That's pretty nice.
Thank you for being a part of what makes our global community of Pokemon trainers so special.
Give me a sec, guys. Ah, better.
On this island, we want the Pokemon to have as much
Oh
fun
my
as
God.
they'd like.
Pokemon Concierge, guys.
We'll do our very best to help.
I'm not
as
into this.
comfortable
Like,
as possible.
it's fine though. It's
So you
not
can make the
bad.
most of the
I
amenities
tried
we
watching it.
offer.
It's not awful, but it's definitely not my thing.
I just planted there. Leave it alone, please.
Haru, it's all up to you. Make our team proud.
Are you okay?
Thanks.
Like, I
I'm
can't
fine.
believe this is the
Kent?
Netflix series we got.
Haru?
Oh yeah, that guy's totally her ex, no doubt.
He
Out of all the Pokemon Netflix series we
Moving
could have
here
got,
helped
this
a
is the one
lot.
we got.
Working actually makes me happy, and I can work harder too.
Wait, Celio! Come back! Sorry Celio is causing you so much trouble. I know, it's a lot.
How long have you and Celio known each other, Dan?
For about 15 years now. Looking back, it gave me such good memories and so much happiness.
I've got to say though, the stop animation is quality. Like if you've seen a lot of like stop animation, the stop animation here is quality, especially for a show. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty
As
clean.
long as you never give up, you can overcome any obstacle. And our friends always remind us that we're never alone.
But I'm pretty sure it's digital stop animation. I don't think they're doing it like with real stop animation. It has to be digital. And that's a lost art, man.
Onward to a
Like
brand new
real
day.
stop animation is a lost art. Everyone does it like digital now. So coming on September 4th. Woo!
My name is Peter Lord, the co-founder and creative director at Aardman Animation Studio in Bristol, England.
Are we-
At Aardman, we have created award-winning stories with iconic characters. Now, we have the pleasure of partnering
What's on
with
his screen in the back? It says
on an
Pokemon
exciting
something.
new stop-motion animated series.
Look at his screen in the
We'll
back.
be putting some very special Pokemon front and center as the heroes of our show, and it will be set in a region which is very close to our hearts. It will give
Aardman?
a unique look at the Pokemon world told from the perspective of Pokemon, with a signature Aardman sense of character and comedy and craft.
It is
I know
okay.
you'll
It is
love as much
Aardman.
as we do. We could not be more excited to share this sneak peek with
Hey,
the
what's
world.
up, Corey?
So,
So
let's
far,
have a
you
look.
missed Pokemon Concierge and the TCG World Finals. So absolutely nothing would be the answer. I'm joking. I know there has to be some TCG fans out there, and there most likely are going to be some people that are very hyped for Concierge coming. What's up, Nico? How you doing? Dude, what is it with all these stop animation shows? It's like crazy. Like this one is even more. Pokemon Tales: The Misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu. Coming in 2027. Like,
Hello,
okay.
everyone. I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. In today's broadcast, we will be bringing you a variety of news about Pokemon, including our newest titles. In our next segment, we'd
Titles,
like to share the
plural.
latest information about Pokepark Kanto. Please have a look.
What the hell is Pokepark Kanto?
Pokepark Kanto, the first permanent outdoor Pokemon attraction, will open soon.
Okay.
Pokepark Kanto is built on roughly 26,000
Kawasaki
square meters of
City.
land within Japan's Yomiuri Land amusement
And they're
park.
going hard on the theme parks, eh?
Pokemon has grown so much thanks to lots of support from many people.
They're going hard on the theme
So we
park
wanted
stuff.
To make a place everyone
It'd be
can come
nice to
together
get some
and
gaming
enjoy.
news, though.
A space where Pokemon will always be, and where people and Pokemon can have fun together.
It's gonna
That
make a
wish
shit ton of money
prompted
for
us to
them, though, in
begin work
Japan.
on a world where Pokemon
Like,
truly exist.
even though we were into that stuff here, Japan's even
Pokepark
more
Kanto
into that
is broadly
stuff.
divided into two areas.
Pokemon live within the forest. When you step inside, you'll find Pokemon playing together.
I wonder how they're gonna do it. Is it digital Pokemon, or is it like people
We
dressed
want
like
to broaden
Pokemon?
people's idea of how Pokemon
Hey,
live
Needless
and
Dragon,
interact
what's up?
with one another by letting them experience a world with Pokemon.
To me, I would say nothing exciting yet, but you know, there could be. We've gone through TCG, Concierge, and now we're looking at
Diverse
the theme
landscape
park.
of this rich natural forest where Pokemon reside.
I want to see what it's like. I want a real live image of what they mean by this. Like, are we talking animatronics? Are we talking digital?
Here, encounters with a variety of Pokemon await you.
Are these just like little? Are they basically just like that, like plastic things that are hidden throughout the forest? This is so confusing, man. This is so confusing.
Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
Okay, what's next, guys? Pokemon Go. Hey, what did we call it? Pokemon Go. Now we're getting into the mobile gaming part of the presentation.
Pokemon Go Fest 2025 Max Finale is coming soon. Max Pokemon will be appearing one after another. Eternatus will be appearing for the first time globally. We also have a promo code.
So if you're a Go
a
fan,
chance to catch a
the Max Fest is coming in like 3 weeks or a month. Actually, no, a month day, almost a month day for day. You think it's people in costumes? I don't know, man. That would be super freaking weird if it's people in costume pretending to be Pokemon in the forest. Like, I would be weirded the heck out. Like, it wouldn't be cool. What's this all about? Why is the sound so low all of a sudden? Like, it's so weird. It's like the sound dropped like a crazy ton all of a sudden. And now it's back to normal. Lapras in its 5-star something. Oh, the Pokemon Cafe. Like I said, we're at the mobile section, guys. This was actually not bad as a game, Pokemon Cafe. Just not my thing. But I did play a bit of it. And it was fun. Like, if you like those, like, time killer, like, little puzzle games, totally fits the bill. Pokemon Sleep. Tried this, like, twice. Did not see any advantage. Like, I really couldn't get into it. And honestly, I think I'm a little too crazy with my sleep to be able to use Pokemon Sleep. In the sense that, like, I often wake up in the middle of the night. If I have something to do, I'll do it. Go back to bed. Like, I'm a little crazy with my sleep. So, like, it never worked properly. Who said it? 4th anniversary of Pokemon Unite.
Latios and Latias join the fray to commemorate Pokemon Unite's 4th anniversary. Latios and Latias can both quickly fly to each other. A new type of battle, Electrode Volleyball, will be available after this broadcast ends.
Like I said, I had trouble getting... I actually played a lot of Unite when it just came out. I was trying to grind everything out myself, but I got a little disenfranchised with two things. It's the worst MOBA I've ever seen for people that do not know how to play MOBAs trying to play it. And number two, the game really made you feel like you had to pay money to be competitive. The Pokemon TCG Mega Evolution. Honestly, I stopped following it. I stopped opening up my free packs. I should not have done that. I should have kept up with it. At least with the free packs and stuff. But honestly, it's such a time sink that it really adds up.
Just one line?
Told you guys there was going to be a new online app. Pokemon puzzle game. Why is it so low all of a sudden? Give me a sec, guys. There's something... No, sounds all good. It's weird. It's really the recording of the show went, like, dropped for some reason. It's like they recorded this in parts, and this part was recorded separately, so I'm just gonna pump the audio. I am gonna have to watch out though, because as soon as if they get back to normal volume, I'm gonna have to pump it down. It's just really weird.
Solve puzzles and get your daily aha moment. Use the plush you get from solving puzzles to decorate your
Like, they
in-game
really
plush
just want a
rooms.
daily busy app. Oh my god, you can play it on the Switch too.
Pokémon Friends.
Okay.
Pokémon Friends is a
And you
puzzle
see,
game
now
where
it's back to
players
normal
enjoy the
sound,
thrill
so it
of
really is their
realization while
recording that's
untangling
weird.
their thoughts. Every day you play is a chance to untangle your next eureka moment.
It really is their recording that's super
Pokémon
weird.
Friends will be available on Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android after this broadcast.
Okay, it's back. It should be
We hope
back
you
to normal.
download it and
My
give it a
bad.
try. Next, allow me to share some news about the Pokémon main series. A
Okay.
free update geared for the Nintendo Switch 2 system is available for the Pokémon Scarlet and Pokémon
We
Violet
know this
games.
already. They want to make sure you know that you can
When
get a
playing
free
on
upgrade.
Nintendo Switch 2, you'll be able to enjoy smoother movement and even sharper graphics.
Wow, it's because when I looked at the audio levels, it looked really
I hope you
low.
try visiting the Paldea
But okay.
region on Nintendo Switch 2 as well.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Made a boo boo there. I was sure you guys were getting like no sound.
A new Terra Raid battle event series will kick off in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet tomorrow.
Like it is
These
fun that
Terra
they
Raid
kept
battle
up,
events
that
will
they
feature
kept
Shiny
like really
Wo-Chien,
supporting the Terra
Shiny
raids
Qianpao,
the whole
Shiny
time
Tinglu,
with new
and Shiny
ones.
Chi-Yu. But just winning the Terra Raid battles won't be enough to get these 4 Pokemon. You'll be able to add each one to your team only after it's been defeated 1 million times. Everyone will have to work together
Like
to attain
each
the
person
treasures
has
of
to
Ruin.
defeat it 1 million times, guys.
Pokemon Mass Outbreak events will also be occurring at the same time.
Like
And that's not
honestly,
all.
if
We're
I don't
also
know what
giving
the
away a
active
tracksuit apparel item.
I don't know what
So
the
we hope you
active
continue to
Pokemon
enjoy adventuring
what it
in the
looks like
Paldea
the active Pokemon players for Scarlet and Violet currently. But I feel like 1 million's not a lot for a game that
Next,
sold like
allow me to share
17
some
million.
information about Pokemon Champions.
Because I'm sure it retained at least 10% of its audience that are playing through the, you know, like all the events and stuff. And even at 10%, 1 million is like 1 fight per person, like less than that.
Pokémon Champions.
What is this?
In this title, you can enjoy the battles you know and love from the Pokémon series on your Nintendo Switch or mobile
Nice.
device.
Okay, so we're getting Pokemon Stadium for the
You
Switch.
can invite your previous Pokémon partners to join the action by linking with Pokémon Home, or you can find new partners to battle alongside you right away from within Pokémon Champions.
So this is new, right? Because I think they hinted at this
You can recruit
before,
Pokémon to your
but
team
now
to
we're getting
battle
like a real
alongside
look
you.
at it.
It's up to you which Pokémon to choose. Recruit Pokémon you're interested in and form a team. Then it's finally time for Pokémon battles.
Nice.
You can
Honestly,
enjoy
this
ranked battles
this I
that
could
let you
really
face
get
off
into.
against trainers from around the world, as well as private battles where you can take on family and friends with greater immersion than ever before.
And since it's compatible with Pokemon
Take on
Home,
thrilling matches in
like, it's
single
gonna be
battles
really-
and double battles.
is Topaz a Pokemon master? Nah. She's a Pokemon.
Finally, we'd like to introduce you to a new way to raise Pokemon that lets you enjoy battles even more.
Okay. You can
Pokémon
train them in the
Champions
game?
offers ways to make raising your Pokemon more flexible and convenient than ever.
Crazy.
Teach your Pokemon moves that interest you, then train your Pokemon to make the most of them. Recruit and train to easily enjoy Pokemon battling. Bringing Pokemon battles to everyone. Pokemon Champions. Planned to release in 2026.
Oh, it's going to be compatible with iOS and Android too? That's going to be a little weird, but
Last up,
I can't
we have
blame
some
them.
news about the Pokemon Legends.
Oh, dude,
CA
last
game.
up?
Please have a look at this video.
Are you serious? Are we not getting anything else? So now they have the Switch 2 symbol in front of it. Like, I am excited for ZA, but it's a very, very careful excited. Because, like I said, I've been disappointed with a lot of the latest Pokemon game, like, bigger mainline games. Like, cosmetics isn't going to do it for me. Showing me that you can have different costumes and stuff isn't going to do it for me anymore. Like, I need to see, like, something crazy fresh about, like, the gameplay. I think that's the first time we see, like, the Mega Evolution of Tyranitar, right? Oh, and the Mega Evolution of Dragonite. Like, I know some people are going, oh, Sizer. We got a lot of flashes there of some new Mega Evolutions.
Pokemon Legends ZA. We'd like to introduce this game's new story, which takes place in a city striving to be somewhere that belongs to both people and Pokemon.
Lumino City, right?
After you arrive in Lumio City, either Urbane
Lumiose,
or
not
Tawny will
Luminos,
invite you
my
to
bad.
join Team MZ. Team MZ's objective is to protect the city of Lumiose. Let's get to know Team MZ a little better. There's Naveen, a fashion designer in the making. And there's Lita, who aspires to become a professional dancer. As part of Team MZ, you'll spend your days in Lumio City with this crew.
You say most of them have been megas before? I don't know. I'll have to go look through the flashes
During the
again
day,
that they
you
did
can explore
at the
city
end
and
there.
Find lots of Pokemon to add to your party. Then, by night, you can compete in the ZA Royale with the Pokemon you've raised, aiming to climb the ranks.
That overall Royale battle system
As you
is
advance
maybe
in
an
ZA
interesting
Royale,
part.
Battles against powerful trainers await.
I just wonder, like, how
One of
can you
those
like
trainers,
farm that
Flo,
and
is
like
the boss of the
and
Rust Syndicate,
you know what I mean?
an
Is it
organization
easily
operating in Lumio
farmable?
City. It seems like he has some kind of business with the members of Team MZ. Lumio City offers plenty of ways to have fun aside from Pokemon battling, too.
Dude, like,
Trainers can
stop with the
change their
costumes.
hairstyle, looks,
Like, this has to
and
stop being a
outfit to
major
appear
feature of the
however they would
game.
like as they
Like,
stroll
it's
around
fine.
the
I
city.
want it there, but it has to stop being like a major feature of the game.
If you've teamed up with a Furfru, a Pokemon with distinctive long fur, you can even have it trimmed into fashionable styles.
Like, and
You can
personalizational
also take photos
furfurs have
with
always
interesting
been a
shots,
thing.
Or relax and hang out with your Pokemon if you like. All kinds of encounters await you in Lumio City. Emma, the best detective in Lumios, will ask you to help with
And I'm sorry
detective
to be a
work.
bit of a downer. It's like I'm really looking for something to get hyped for,
You can
and
find
it's
people around
hard.
the city who need a hand and solve their problems.
And I think it's because, like I said, I've been disappointed a couple of times, so now I'm like very cautious.
Mabel is the acting director of the Pokemon.
Like Scarlet
Wizards Lab.
Violet, I thought was going to be like
By
a
catching Pokemon, you can aid her
groundbreaking
research.
experience.
In
It was
return,
good.
You can receive useful
It just was
items for your
disappointing as
adventures
well.
in
If
the
you know,
game.
we're not going to get into all of that. But as much as it was cool on some aspects, it was also very disappointing on others.
Something strange has been occurring in Lumio City recently. Some wild Pokemon have been mega evolving on their own and going rogue. These so-called rogue mega evolved Pokemon can't contain their own strength and are the very definition of dangerous.
Damn.
To take them on,
Crazy
you'll need to fight
Mega
Evolution
Pokemon,
with
guys.
Mega Evolution.
Well, this is supposed to be the follow-up to
One
Legends
newly discovered
Arceus.
Mega evolved Pokemon, Mega Dragonite, has distinctive Dragonair-like features, like wings on its head and a pearl on its tail. While tackling rogue Mega Evolved
That is cool
Pokemon,
that like it's a
you'll want an ally
throwback to
from
its
Team
previous
NC at your
evolution.
side,
Like its
plus
Mega Evolution
strong
is a
bonds with your
throwback
Pokemon.
to its previous evolution.
This city holds many stories. Different wishes intertwine, seeking for people and Pokémon to coexist. Pokémon Legends ZA, coming Thursday, October 16, 2025.
So they still have it scheduled for Switch and Switch 2. I do really think that there's going to be a big difference between Switch 1 and 2 performance. I'm interested. I may be most interested of finding that out. And you have, okay, these are the pre-order bonuses.
What did you think?
I think I'm
Pokemon
waiting for a
Legends
surprise,
ZA
dude.
is releasing on October 16, 2025.
I think I'm waiting for a surprise here.
We hope you're looking forward to your new adventures in Lumiose City.
Come on, do the one more thing, guys, and give us something really
That's all
cool.
for today's presentation. Thank you very much for tuning in.
You know, it's exactly like I said. It's so safe with these presentations. They're not taking a swing at anything. Like, the biggest swing that they took today is a freaking theme park. A theme park. Yeah, dude, totally. Hold on. I gotta kill the AVGN episode before I get copyrighted. Yeah, like, it's really, really, really hard to be like, hold on, let me just, I'll just put it up again and we'll just mute it in the background. There we go. Yeah, it's really, really, really hard to still get hyped about Pokemon stuff, man. Like, I don't know about you guys, and like, I hate doing this because, you know, I like being like sort of more on the positive side, more like, okay, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna get some things done, but then we get 24 minutes of like absolutely nothing for the gamers. Like, we get a slight update on Pokemon ZA, but let's be honest, the mainline games have become the smallest part of the presentation. And it feels like it's and like, honestly, they focused on like being able to change your appearance. Do you understand why I'm worried that this game is really not going to be that good on the gameplay side? Because they're focusing on all these like cosmetic and whatnot stuff when we haven't, you know what I mean? Where they should be focusing their energy is on some kind of new gameplay elements that really blow us away. Yeah, I know mobile is making them more money, but I do think that I do think eventually the Pokemon company will run out of steam if they really don't have a good game. Like, if future generations of players don't have fond memories of playing Pokemon games as they're growing up, that's where they're gonna lose steam. Do you understand what I mean? Like, right now they're living off of the steam of people that know the golden age of Pokemon, which is like Gen 1 through 5, about 5-ish. Maybe, no, Gen 1 through 6, let's say. And these people are still buying the Pokemon games today, still introducing their kids to Pokemon games today because they grew up with these things. The problem's going to happen is in 10 years when none of the younger players grew up with iconic Pokemon games that you're going to remember fondly for years to come, where they're going to be like, well, I don't really... You understand what I mean? Like, in 10 years, is anyone going to be like, oh my god, Scarlet and Violet was my first Pokemon game and it changed my life? I mean, there might be a few people, but I really don't think there's going to be as many people as people who played Red and Blue compared to games of that time. you understand what I mean? Like, if the reason red and blue was so popular is because there was no other experience like it at that time. And I'm just scared that currently, if you look at the landscape of like gaming, Pokemon is not like that iconic game franchise it was. And I think they're forgetting that the shows and everything lives off of the nostalgia of fans of the gaming series. And the reason people are buying all these side products are because they have that nostalgic attachment to the franchise. And like I said, it's still going to be a huge franchise for years and years to come. But where I think they're going to start feeling like losing steam, and losing steam doesn't mean disappear, just means things won't be as easy to sell anything to anyone, will be when the current generation of gamers that aren't getting these iconic games that like defined like a generation of players come out and don't have that nostalgia power anymore. And they're like, yeah, I played Pokemon when I was a kid, but it was okay. But, you know, I really preferred the Donkey Kong Bonanza, you know. It was cool, but, like, it definitely wasn't, like, an iconic franchise for me. Because that's what's going to happen. Like, when your games are, like, 7 out of 10s, and other games are, like, 9s and 10s, the ones you're going to child market, and every generation of gamers brings a new one. I just don't. I'm going off of like my kids and the kids I know. Kids aren't talking about Pokemon, at least not here. Like, they might be talking about the Pokemon TCG because they like collecting cards, but the Pokemon TCG, I would say, is fueled more by adults than kids playing it. Like, collectors and stuff that are fueling the TCG are adult collectors and stuff. But I'm going off of like my you know, like if I look at my kids' friends, no one's talking about Pokemon. No one. When I feel that in my generation, everyone was talking about Pokemon. And even in between, like I would say like my generation and like up to like 10, even 15 years later after my like, you know, my generation when I was young, people were still talking about Pokemon. Like a Pokemon game would come out and 2 years later, someone would be like, oh yeah, I'm still doing a playthrough of Red. I just, I could be wrong. I just don't feel I hear anyone saying like, oh man, I just played through Scarlet. It was a great experience. Maybe now too with the Switch 2 upgrade, maybe it's going to be better. But anyway, but I could be wrong. I could be right. And you know, Undead, you're allowed to obviously your opinion as well in that. And like I said, I don't think they'll ever disappear. I just think that it won't be the powerhouse it is today, where they can launch like parks and they can launch an app and the apps can be ho-hum and they still succeed because it's Pokemon. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're going to disappear because I think it's way too big of a franchise. But I think they're going to have to dive back into making their games an iconic experience if they want staying power for generations to come. If not, they're just going to become one of those franchises that is still there, but it you know, doesn't have the luster of its younger days. Man, I was expecting something way bigger this morning. You can never delete Caterpie? No, man. Caterpie was honestly no joke. Like, I had the Caterpie to Butterfree like line was almost an iconic part of every playthrough of Gen 1. I love Caterpie too. Yeah, and like I said, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the circles my kids are in. It's way different. And that's why I'm saying like I could be wrong. I just feel it's not like when I was younger, but that could be like the nostalgia glasses too, like having an effect. You know what I mean? Where it doesn't feel like it's as iconic. You know, that's a feeling you get for a lot of stuff. But I'll give you the opposite example. I think Zelda hype has never been bigger than it is today. Like when I was a kid, everyone knew Zelda, but it wasn't like, oh my god, when is the next Zelda coming out? It was like one of those gaming franchises that you were like, oh, it's good. It's a really good game or whatnot. And of course, it wasn't like a franchise yet. But I'm talking even into like the GameCube era. It was still one of the iconic Nintendo franchises, but the hype wasn't like today. Like, it was way more niche. So I'm giving you an example based on the quality of the games. Zelda is becoming like a mainstay franchise for Nintendo. And I know people won't believe this, but for a long time it wasn't. It wasn't one of their biggest franchises. It always was amazing. It just, a lot of people just didn't appreciate it like they should. Like, it was more like a niche franchise. And I feel like since Breath of the Wild, it's really come into like the mainstream. And they did that through an amazing game that no other experience could match at the time. And that's where like I'm waiting for that Pokemon game. Give me that Pokemon game that makes me forget about all the copies out there and everything. Like, you know, like, instead of suing their competition, they should just shut their mouths by like drowning them in innovation. And Nintendo's always been like that. Nintendo's never had to worry about copy, like, you know, like, think of how many platformers copy ideas or basic concepts of Mario. But Nintendo's never had to worry about those because they've always innovated so crazily that the next game comes around and no one can match it. Obviously, people match it after that because they copy the ideas. But then the next game comes around and once again, they redefine everything. You understand? Like, and the Pokemon company has the money to do that. They have the money to do that. They could destroy everyone just in pure innovation and gameplay quality. And you know what? Maybe your profit margins would be lower for one or two games because you have to put a shit ton of development money into the game. But who gives a crap, man? It's like a short-term loss for a long-term, like, shut your mouth. You know what I mean? And that's what I want out of the Pokemon company. I want them to be like, look, we don't need to sue anyone because we're the Pokemon company. No one else has Pokemon. And no one else can be Pokemon. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't sue people. Just show up and destroy them based on awesome gameplay. And let them do their own thing, everyone else. You're going to do your own thing, and your own thing is going to be so good that people aren't even going to be talking about them in a year. Anyway, that's my thoughts on all of that. I'm sort of on a rant this morning because, like, I find that, to me, this was slightly disappointing. I'm sorry. I wish I could be hyped and be like, yeah. Exactly. And that's my argument. It's like they're being too lazy and too safe. And look at all the best Nintendo games. It's when Nintendo has gone unsafe. Look, Metroid Dread. Who saw that coming? Freaking surprise thing. Going back to old school 2D gameplay was a great game, and no one saw it coming. But there was a lot of innovative ideas in the gameplay while staying true to the roots. Bam, you got a top game. And I can't stop talking enough about Donkey Kong Bonanza right now. My God, come on. Everyone was sure it was going to feel like, oh, it's going to be Donkey Kong as Mario Odyssey. You can see the influence, but if you've played the game, you know it has nothing to do with Mario. Well, the gameplay feels totally different than Mario Odyssey. Yeah, I know, but it's just sad that we don't expect anything anymore from the Pokemon company. Like, honestly, if it wasn't a coincidence that I wasn't working this morning, I wouldn't have taken time off to cover the presents because I had a big feeling it was going to be a wah wah wah. Like, okay, we've got a few new apps. We got to see a little more of ZA. Yay! You know what I mean? Like, it feels like, and especially with the presents, it feels like they're going through the motions. No surprises. No, like, hey, guys, that one more thing, you know? Like, come on. You're Pokemon. You should always have that one more thing. Anyway. Okay, rant's over. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the direct with me. I'm gonna peace out for this morning because I'm gonna get into getting the next video ready for the channel. I still love Pokemon too, dude. Look, I still love it. I can't help it. I love the franchise. Some of my most iconic early gaming moments were made with Pokemon games. Dude, I think hours-wise, they're always going to be among the games I've played the most growing up. So, like, don't get me wrong. I love the Pokemon franchise. That's why I wanted to succeed. If I didn't care about the Pokemon franchise, I'd just be like, meh, okay, mid, let's move next. You know what I mean? When I rant about something, it's because I care about it. But that's it. Okay. Hey, like I said, I'm getting going, guys. Have a great one. And as usual, I hope I'll see all of you in my next video. Have a great one, guys. See you soon, hopefully.